What's up, battlers and GirlsThatPvP? Trainer Rem here, back with another PvP video. So, as you all know, Great League and Go Battle League ends tomorrow or today, depending on when this video is uploaded, Monday, August 10th at 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And along with that, Ultra League's coming in, and along with Ultra League, a new Premier Cup format. If you haven't played Premier Cup and Go Battle League before, the format is basically legendaries and mythical Pokemon are restricted, so you cannot use things like Giratina, Articuno, Cresselia, Registeel, and sometimes Jirachi. So, real quick, we're going to take a look at the regular format for Ultra League and then the Premier Cup format for Ultra League, just to show you how different they really are. So, number one spot, pretty much off the bat, you see legendaries just dominate Ultra League. You see Cresselia number 1, Giratina Ultra Former number 2, you see Shadow Swampert, Registeel's number 4, Giratina Origin Former's number 5, Gyarados is number 6, Articuno is number 7, Alolan Muck, Regice, and the list goes on. So now we're looking at the Premier Cup format, and look how much it's changed. So since Registeel and Giratina are no longer around to wall Venusaur, Venusaur is now number 1. Its top wins are Swampert, Togekiss, Machamp, Lapras, and Empoleon. So I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of Swampert and Lapras, especially because Swampert is just going to be broken without Giratina to be around, without Grass Knot Cresselia being around. Swampert's going to be dealing so much damage with Hydro Cannon, so you're definitely going to want to run something to counter Swampert on your team, and Venusaur is going to be the best pick. And then you're going to be seeing a lot of Lapras as well, because you're going to be seeing things like Dragonite, Drifblim, and Honchkrow. So you're going to be doing a lot of damage with Ice Shard. So if you're running a flyer, you're definitely going to want to keep something on your team that can definitely beat Lapras safely, like Venusaur. Its key losses are Charizard, Escavalier, Dragonite, Gengar, and Drifblim. Drifblim and Gengar are going to be doing a lot of damage with Drifblim's Icy Wind and Shadow Ball, and Gengar with its resistances to both grass and poison. Even though it's very squishy, Shadow Punch with Shadow Claw is going to be just taking out Venusaur way too quickly. So I can see how that can be a pretty clear loss for Venusaur. Shadow Venusaur is going to be the same wins and same losses, but you're going to be doing a lot more damage with Sludge Bomb against things that take neutral damage from poison if you're able to get it off. Number 3, you have Shadow Swampert. Now, I just want to show you how broken it can be. So, it serves best as a lead, pretty good as a switch because Mudshot builds so much energy so fast. Beats Charizard easily, beats Escavalier, Gengar, and with Earthquake, it beats Empoleon. And I'm not sure if it beats Lapras with Sludge Wave, but Earthquake is still stabbed, so you're definitely going to want to try and do more damage versus a lot of these Pokemon. It gets bodied by Venusaur, Machamp, Togekiss, Dragonite, and Poliwrath. Now, the only reason why it loses to Togekiss in this scenario is because you're running Earthquake. If you ran Sludge Wave, it's going to be very different. But it might be the same thing with Dragonite. I'm not entirely sure. Dragonite might be able to tank a Sludge Wave if you're able to get it off. At number 4 is Gengar with a rank 100 as a lead Pokemon. Its key wins are Venusaur, as we saw earlier. It beats Escavalier completely. That's a high win rate there. It beats Togekiss, it beats Machamp, and it beats Empoleon. So Gengar seems pretty solid here. As a switch, it's going to be really good because Shadow Claw is going to be building a lot of energy really quickly, and your opponent's going to have to switch in almost immediately if they see that Gengar, because they can't let you get an energy lead or you pretty much win. That's basically it. At number 5 is Machamp, serving best as a lead, decently as a switch, and it's okay as a closer, but it can't be Charizard with Rock Slide. You're going to have to bait to get that off, or if you have enough energy, you can get off double Rock Slide. It can beat Escavalier, beats Lapras, Empoleon, and Dragonite with Rock Slide, and then loses to Venusaur, Swampert, Gengar, Togekiss, and Blastoise. So this meta is already shaping out to look pretty crazy. I'm not sure what to expect. I know that Honchkrow is going to be crazy because of Snarl, Sky Attack, and the new buffed Brave Bird. So you're going to have to watch out for that. Make sure you get your counter on it immediately, or else that's nearly, I want to say, a GG. I did do some practice battles with it that I'm going to show you guys in just a second, where Honchkrow just did so much damage. I think it might have been against me. I can't remember, but it's insane. You'll see. Getting into some practice battles, I did some with a few friends last night just to try and get a feel of the meta, see what teams were possibly going to work, see what to expect, or see what's possibly in store in this new meta. So like I said, I just tried out some random teams here just to see what might work. So let's go ahead and get into the first battle. So I lead off with the Scavalier, he leads off with Swampert. Not a good situation, but I've played this scenario so many times in regular Ultra League. Scavalier can definitely beat Swampert if you're able to Acid Spray it and double shield and then just farm down with counter. So I'm going to shield the first one, get an Acid Spray. Technically, a lot of people would probably like to go with Drill Run, but you're going to have to overcharge and then get off double Drill Run and hope to get rid of it. But I knew he was going to shield that, so I switched in Shadow Dragonite immediately. The damage from Shadow Dragon Breath and Acid Spray debuff was just crazy. But he brought in Aggron, which is really interesting because I didn't expect to see a Rock Throw or Smackdown Pokemon in this meta. So I'm like, well, at least I have a Scavalier to try and get rid of it. So I'm going to get off one more Dragon Claw. Not very effective, but still doing chunks of damage. So I'm going to bring back in a Scavalier immediately. I'm at full health, so I'm just going to tank whatever it throws. And then it throws a Stone Edge, and that was neutral damage, so it nearly took us out. But I'm going to see if I can get off a Drill Run or possibly farm down this Swampert. I noticed that I can't, so I get off a Drill Run. And then we'll see if he burns his last shield or if he decides to waste some energy here. So he did throw a Hydro Cannon, but it did build up quite a bit of energy before they switched out. So I'm going to bring in Drifblim. I'm expecting a Hydro Cannon. Yep, we get the Hydro Cannon. And then, do I shield? No, because I want to save the shield for possibly what he has in the back. We do farm it down. And then it's Gengar. So this would have been bad if... since I didn't shield it, I might have died to just straight Shadow Claw, but Hex is just crazy, so one Shadow Ball, GG's. Getting into the second battle, I lead off with Drifblim, and he leads off with Aggron, and I'm like, so he's going to stick by this Aggron for the entirety of the scrims. So let me see what I brought. So I'm going to build up to an Icy Wind, try to see if I can get a shield, make him think that I'm throwing a Shadow Ball, but he might have been counting the Hexes and knew that wasn't enough, so I'm going to switch out. I brought Lapras, which was a huge mistake. He brought Venusaur, the #1 pick for the Premier Cup, so that was really smart. He was ready for this team this time around, so I'm going to get an Earthquake. Let's see if he shields it. And then he didn't shield it, but he's going to try and farm us down. I'm going to see what I can do here. So I decide not to shield, and he gets off the Frenzy Plant. And I'm going to bring back in Drifblim to hopefully farm down. But then, look how much damage this Frenzy Plant does to us. Resisted, but that's a lot of damage. So you have to make sure you save shields for your Drifblim. So you're able to farm down for a lot of energy. I'm going to try and get off a Shadow Ball here, I believe. There's no point in baiting in this scenario. So I'm going to try get off the Shadow Ball, see if he shields it. He does not. So I'm going to bring in Lapras immediately just so he can't get more energy. And then I'm going to shield up, of course, because it's going to be a Stone Edge. Oh no, it's a Thunder, so it is second move. So isn't it 10,000 Stardust for a second move? I'm pretty sure it is, but Smackdown was doing chunks of damage. Brings in Dragonite. So this is a very, very good situation for us. We have to make sure that we're able to survive long enough to farm down with straight Ice Shard. So I'm going to get off another Surf. We'll see if he shields or not. Get the Excellent, and he does not shield, but Ice Shard is chunking. So all I have to do is just shield once. Hopefully he doesn't get to one more Dragon Claw. That's going to be GG's, I think. Can't remember what happens though. So, yep, GG. Getting into the next battle, I lead off with the Bombasnow, and he leads with Dragonite. This is perfect. So, I'm going to see if he switches out here. Powder Snow is just chunking, dude. Look at that. But he did stay in to get off a Dragon Claw. I'm going to shield here to see if I'm able to get off a Weather Ball here or not. Okay, so we get off the Weather Ball. He's going to shield it for sure. So, excellent. Shields, and then he's going to switch out probably into... Nope, he didn't switch out, so he's going to stay in. We get off another Weather Ball. We'll see if he shields. He shields again. So I'm likely going to double shield here as well, I believe. Do I double shield? No. But he did switch out into Scizor. So I'm glad I brought Machamp for that. So we're going to get off a Cross Chop. Counter Cross Chop just gets off so fast. So we're going to get off the Excellent. Chunks at that Scizor. And then I'm going to shield here. Do I shield here? Yeah, because I don't want to hopefully I don't want to die. So Machamp is pretty squishy, so that Iron Head would have done a lot of damage. I don't think I would have fainted to that, but it would have chunked. So we'll see what he brings back in. He brings in Swampert. So I'm okay. This is a good situation. We're gonna get off a Cross Chop here. Doing great damage with Cross Chop. We're gonna get off another one. We'll see if it seems like he's trying to overcharge here a bit to try and Hydro Cannon whatever comes in after Machamp. So, throws out the first one. And now we are shielded, so we got to watch out for this. I'm pretty sure Hex can take out Swampert at this point. But, Dragonite goes down, and I'm gonna get off an Icy Wind, and that's gonna be GG's for this game. Coming into the final battle, I led off with Honchkrow, he led off with Dragonite. Now this is what I was talking about when I said Honchkrow was super squishy, because Dragon Breath is just chipping by itself. So you're definitely going to have to save a shield or two for it. But I'm going to try and get off a Sky Attack, and then we'll see if he thinks it's a Brave Bird. So I'm going to throw the Sky Attack first, we'll see if we can get a shield here. And we do, and I switch immediately to my own Dragonite just to see how much damage I can do. But look how much damage his Dragon Breath is doing to my Shadow Dragonite. So, excuse me. So, just, it's crazy how squishy Shadow Pokemon are, but they do so much damage. So we'll see what he brings in here. He brought in Alolan Muck, very interesting. So he probably expected to see Drifblim. I'm going to get off the first Dragon Claw, see how much damage it does. And that is a lot of damage for one Dragon Claw. So I'm going to get off another one. We're going to see if we can get a shield here. Okay, good. So my plan here is to try and hopefully tank a Sludge Wave and maybe farm down the Alolan Muck, but he throws immediately. We'll see if it's a Sludge Wave or a Dark Pulse. So it was a Dark Pulse, so he probably just expected to see Drifblim, but I kind of panicked here because I was like, wait, crap, I don't know what to do. So I switched in Honchkrow. Honchkrow dies to one Hydro Cannon, so I was like, that's pretty much GG's right there, because nothing else I can do. I can't farm down the Swampert. So the plan there should have probably been to let Machamp faint and then probably try to bring him back in Honchkrow to do Sky Attack damage or Brave Bird damage, but GG's. Coming into the next set of battles that I had with my friend Hot Pocket, he knew right away what I was going to use. So he led with Ferrothorn, which could be a pretty good pick here since there are going to be a lot of waters and a lot of fairy types. I'm going to try and get off an Icy Wind to debuff because I figured he's either running Flash Cannon or Thunder, but I'm just going to try and see if I can tank one and then possibly throw a Shadow Ball here. So he's not switching, so he's going to probably throw a Flash Cannon. Yep. So yep, half health even with the debuff damage, and he brought in Gengar. So I probably should have just thrown an Icy Wind here. I was like, you know what, why not? I'll try and debuff it, but I decided for some reason to go with Shadow Ball because I'm not good at thinking quickly in these, you got to think fast situations, so that's alright, it's all good, but it's going to be doing so much damage. Jeez, man. And then I got to make sure that I keep Dragonite safe from Flash Cannon on Ferrothorn. So it got off a Shadow Ball, chunked at us, completely destroyed us. So we're going to get off a Sludge Wave here. He's probably not going to shield, or not a Sludge Wave, a Surf. And we take out the Gengar, switches back into Ferrothorn. And then I'm going to expect a Flash Cannon here, so I'm going to overcharge a little bit and then get off a Dragon Claw. We'll see if he shields. We'll see what he has in the back. He does shield, so I think he might be weak to Dragonite in the back, so I'm going to shield up here, hope it's not a bait. And it is Flash Cannon. Switches out, or he doesn't switch out, so he switches out into Swampert, so I'm hoping that we're going to be able to take out the Swampert with straight Dragon Claw. So chunking with Dragon Claw. Hoping it doesn't have Sludge Wave. I'm going to try and farm him down. Yep, Hydro Cannon doing a lot of damage even though it's resisted. So I'm going to get off one more Dragon Claw and then we'll see what happens. Dragon Claw, Swampert's down. So Dragon Breath, Shadow Dragon Breath is super good. I figured he was going to throw a charge move, so I decided to sack Lapras. And then we're going to be able to finish it off with just Dragon Breath. GG's. Coming into the next battle, I lead off with Abomasnow. He leads off with Charizard, and I was like, oh, of course. So I switched into Drifblim, switches into Lapras. So he knew what I was going to use. So I'm just going to go straight Shadow Ball, and then we'll see if we can do some good damage against that Lapras. So at this point, he's pretty much won this game just because he was able to get his main counter for my grass, and now he's got my switch in. So he pretty much just wins this. So I'm going to bring in Machamp to try and overcharge. We'll see what happens. I'm going to have to shield here regardless. I think I do. Oh, no, I don't shield. Which, I guess, at this point I just kind of gave up because he got me. He got me good. And Gengar in the back. So he knew, his team hard countered mine. But very well played, very well predicted. He knew I was going to swap out there, so he knew my every move here. He's just that good of a player. I'm just going to get off one last Weather Ball. He's probably going to shield it, and if he doesn't, he's a jerk. GG. Yup, nothing else I can do at this point, so I'm just gonna let it go through and hit for the flex. Blast burn. Coming into a set of battles with Lapras Logan, I catch his Lapras in the lead with Venusaur. So I'm expecting a switch out into Honchkrow, hard counter. So I'm technically kind of using two ice and water users because Feraligatr does have Ice Fang, so it can farm down a lot of the flyers. And it seems like a pretty safe pick here, so I'm going to shield this one Sky Attack because it would do a lot of damage. Honchkrow goes down in a flash, pretty much. He brings in Lapras again, and Lapras is going to be tanking these crunches like crazy. So look, barely any damage with that crunch since it's non-stab, and because Lapras is just so tanky. We're going to get off another one, but he is overcharging quite a bit here, so I kind of forgot about that in this match, and I just kind of didn't pay attention to it. So he's overcharging a ton. I'm going to let this go through, whatever it is, because I feel like it's going to be an Ice Beam. Yep, Ice Beam, and not very effective damage, so I'm going to be able to get off one more crunch. Oh no, I go for a Hydro Cannon to try and bait. I don't know why, I could have just gone for another crunch, but we do get a shield, and he used another charge move here, so he overcharged. He got off a Surf, and at least I think he was it like 1 or 2 more Ice Shards, so I'm gonna not shield it because I expected to see a Surf, because he used Ice Beam, then Surf, and then he got off an Ice Beam. I wasn't paying attention to that, so I'm gonna get off a Frenzy Plant, and then we'll see if he shields or not. And he does not shield, and he has Toxicroak, of all things. And I was like, oh, that's a big old GG there, son. Because I didn't expect to see a Toxicroak. Probably should have run a Flyer here, but that's okay. So I'm gonna shield this up, and then maybe try to nearly KO with hopefully an Ice Beam. So we're getting close, getting close, getting close, getting close. So close. But we'll see if the Mud Bomb kills us, and it does. That's GG's. Very well played. Coming into the next game, I lead Honchkrow versus his Swampert. Now, Swampert is going to be doing a lot of damage with Hydro Cannon, but Honchkrow can also do a lot of damage with Sky Attack and Brave Bird. So I'm going to shield out the first Hydro Cannon because that would hurt us like crazy. I'm going to get off Sky Attack, see if he shields this or not. And he does not shield, but if I threw off the Brave Bird, that would have been a one-hit KO. So I'm not going to shield this one because I want to save his shield, but watch how much damage this does. Crazy, man. Honchkrow needs shields, but Sky Attack, Brave Bird are going to do insane amounts of damage. So he brings in a Toxicroak. I almost get off a Sky Attack, but counter does neutral damage, and Honchkrow is too squishy. So luckily I have Drift Blim. I'm going to just not shield this Sludge Bomb because I know it's not going to do very effective damage, but still does decent amount of damage, so you might want to watch out for that. You're gonna have to save shields for your Drift Blim as well. You're gonna get off this Shadow Ball. We'll see if he shields it or not. He does not shield. He switches immediately into his own Honchkrow. Now, I probably should have swapped out immediately just to try and meet him in terms of energy on my Swampert, but I'm gonna get off an Icy Wind. He's gonna shield it. Probably should have swapped out here immediately, but I thought I could get to another Icy Wind, but he threw off his own Sky Attack before I could get to it. So Dribbling goes down, and now he has a lot of energy built up. So I'm going to overcharge a bit, see if I can get off one Hydro Cannon to get the shield off, and then another Hydro Cannon to possibly nuke. But he baited me there. He got to the Brave Bird, even though it was debuffed. Look how much damage this does. Brave Bird is a one-hit KO, and he swapped into Toxicroak to catch the Hydro Cannon. So that's just very well playing right there. Very GG's. And he even had a Mud Bomb ready. So very well played. So, for the next battle, on a whim, I decided to bring Machamp, Shadow Dragonite, and Lapras in the bag just to test it out and see how it would do. Look what he led with. He led with Clefable. Are you guys ready for the quickest game of your life that you've ever seen? I saw this and I just kind of put down my phone and I'm like, click, because there's nothing else I could do. That's a GG. So those were our practice battles, and I think I got a pretty good look at what the meta could look like. I think it's going to be pretty interesting because since there are no legendaries and mythicals to kind of just define and condense the meta, it seems like it has the potential to be really diverse. Actually diverse, but there could be a team or two that you're going to see pretty consistently in your sets, and I'm not exactly sure what cores could work just yet. Hot Pocket told me that possibly Abomasnow and Machamp could be a pretty good core. There could be a lot of Toxic Growth teams as well, maybe even Dragonite teams with Lapras. Not sure, but we'll just see what happens because it has the potential to be pretty good. We'll see a lot of Venusaur for sure, but it sounds fun. It sounds fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. So we'll just see what happens when the meta comes up and when Ultra League Premier Cup gets released. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys found it informative, and I will see you in the next one. We're probably going to be doing some Go Battle League, Premier Cup, Ultra League sets. But we'll see what happens. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later, guys.